Today, we're going to talk about one of the most powerful tools for getting better at, well, pretty much anything, effective feedback. It's something we all get and we all give, but what actually makes it work? Let's dive in. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're putting in all the hours, you're really working hard at something, but you're just not improving? Like you've hit some kind of plateau that you just can't seem to break through? Yeah, if that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. Without the right kind of guidance, it's so easy to get stuck in what's basically a loop of stalled learning. You find yourself making the same mistakes over and over. Your goal just becomes finishing the task, not actually getting better at it. And what's worse, you might even start to misjudge how well you really get it. It turns out just trying hard isn't always enough. So, how do we break out of that frustrating cycle? Well, the answer is real effective feedback. Let's dig into what that actually means. Okay, so at its core, the definition is beautifully simple. Feedback is just information that helps you improve your work or your thinking. That's it. The whole point, the entire purpose, is to help you move forward. It's not about judgment, it's all about progress. And this is where we have to clear up some things, because a lot of what we think is feedback really isn't. We often see it as just a grade on a test or simple praise like, hey, good job. But that's not the whole story. Real feedback isn't an evaluation after you're done. It's direction while you're still in the game. It's about giving you the next steps, about lighting up a clear path forward. Basically, you can think of good feedback as a GPS for your learning. First, it shows you the destination, what success actually looks like. Then, it pinpoints your exact location, where you are right now compared to that goal. And most importantly, it gives you those clear turn-by-turn directions on what you need to do next to get where you want to go. Okay, so we've got the what and the why. But now for the really practical part, the how. How do we actually give and use feedback effectively? That brings us to 5 essential keys. Here's our roadmap for this next part. We're going to break down 5 big strategies: focusing on improvement, keeping it limited to key points, making time to actually use it, using super clear examples, and encouraging reflection. Let's tackle them one by one. First up, focus on improvement, not just evaluation. This is all about a simple but powerful shift in your language. So instead of a dead-end comment like, this needs work, which is just a judgment, you give direction. Try saying something like, to improve this, try, or the next step is. You see the difference? You're giving someone a tool, not a verdict. Key number 2 is huge, and it's this: less is more. It is so tempting to point out every single little thing that's wrong, but that just overwhelms people. Instead, focus on just 1 or 2 really important things. Maybe it's one core idea they're getting wrong, or one specific skill that needs practice. This focused approach makes the feedback feel manageable and, actually doable. All right, this next point is absolutely critical. Feedback has zero impact if it's never used. It's like getting a recipe but never going into the kitchen to cook. You have to actually build in time to apply the advice, to edit, to revise, to respond. Remember, the real learning doesn't happen when you get the feedback, it happens when you do something with it. Next up, you've got to make it concrete. Vague advice is just confusing, so instead of only telling someone what to do, show them. Use a model of a great answer, or give them a sentence starter to get them going, or a fully worked out example. This makes the goal really visible and tangible. And finally, the 5th key is to encourage reflection. Honestly, this is where the learning really sticks. After you've used the feedback, ask yourself some powerful questions. Okay, what did I actually change? And more importantly, why did I change it? By doing this, you're not just fixing one little mistake. You're understanding the principle behind the fix. You're learning how to learn. All right, we've covered the 5 keys to making feedback really work. So now let's just zoom out for a second and put it all together to see how this all translates into real, lasting growth. So let's recap the big picture here. What is feedback? Simple. It's information that helps you improve. Why does it matter so much? Because just trying hard isn't always enough to make progress. And how does it really work? Well, it works when you understand it, you act on it, and then you reflect on it. It's a simple but incredibly powerful loop. I want to leave you with this final thought, which I think just captures the whole idea perfectly. Less feedback, used well, is far more powerful than more feedback that is ignored. So the question to ask yourself isn't how much feedback you're getting, but rather, what are you doing with it? That's the real key to unlocking your growth.